Do the people want a Thrive tip? Yes, Kai, we want a Thrive tip. Well, I'm going to give the people what they want. Even though that was me imitating the people, I still think y'all want a Thrive tip, because it's Thrive Tip Tuesday. What's going on, y'all? Before I get into it, what I'm talking about today, I'm talking about perspective, okay? Perspective. See, that's different perspectives that I'm giving y'all, right? Right? I want to remind y'all, though, I do motivational speaking, whether you have a school, a class, a business, a workshop, a panel, whatever you may need. I also host an MC, so DM me if you need those types of services. Looking for somebody to bring the party to life a little bit, you know, or bestow some wisdom upon the young people or the grown people, because they need it too. But anyway, perspective, right? What we talk about, perspective, right? I recently had a conversation with the mother of my child, right? And we talked about our past, and we talked about how she felt about certain things and how I felt about certain things. And I came to see within that conversation that perspective plays such a large part of how the outcomes of different situations, right? And I'm gonna give y'all an analogy, right? I'm an Eagles fan, right? There's tons of Dallas fans out there, okay? The play is on tape, right? Whether it's a catch or not a catch, the play is on tape, okay? But as an Eagles fan, you cannot tell me that whatever the call is shouldn't benefit my team, and as a Dallas fan, whatever the call is should benefit their team. That's perspective. Let's add into that perspective where we're watching from. If we're in that stadium and I'm at the 50-yard line and the other person watching is right closer to the play, we have different perspectives. We see that thing a different way, right? So everybody lives a different life, okay? Everything in your life shapes your perspective. All of the people in your life, all of the situations you've been through, and how those things emotionally affected you, positive or negative. So when you're going into conversations and you're going into different decisions, you always have to be able to carve out someone else's perspective and understand that they just won't see things the same way you see that thing. They just won't, okay? Because their life has been set up to show them that one thing a certain way, and yours has been set up to show you different. So the best you can do is explain to that person your perspective, all right? This can help you in business, this can help you in personal or whatever. Explain to people your perspective and how you got to that point, why you see things a certain way, okay? And have them explain that thing to you, and then you can agree to disagree, or you can say, wow, I didn't look at it that way, right? I didn't understand until you just bestowed upon me your perspective. Right? And I guarantee you that that'll boost and bolster your relationships, and it'll help you not argue so much. It'll help you not fight with folks. It'll help you understand people's trains of thought. You can't go into any situation projecting, which we all do as humans. We project upon other people how we feel about a situation. But we forget that the way we feel about that situation, right? I'll give you a perfect example. Is red and black on this wall, right? If someone has a bad experience simply with the color red, and that puts them in a bad place, and you fight them tooth and nail to put red on that wall without knowing their history, without them giving your perspective, y'all gonna continue to bump heads. But I'm sure if they say to you, listen, I went through this as a child, the color red just really does something to me, I would rather it not be in my place of work every single day, right? I had a deep conversation with my guy, Zach James, one time. He and I bumped heads, and once he told me this story that he told me, I said, damn, I get it now. But without that information, without his perspective on this particular topic, I never would have gotten it. And I would have kept doing the thing that got us to bumping heads, right? So especially with people that you love or people that you're in business with and all of those things, don't just fight. Don't just argue. Have a conversation and understand the other person's side of the story. Understand their perspective, because there's also knowledge and perspective, right? There's also, you know, wow, aha moments. I never thought of it that way, because you didn't live that person's life. And every single person has a different perspective about every single thing. Everybody can read the same book and take a different message from that book. And the picture that we paint in our mind while reading that book looks totally different, right? If they say, and then Brian walked into the room to meet Sally, that one line, you're painting a different picture of that room than I am. And that, it contributes to our perspective of that book, right? So just think about those things, all right? Just a little lesson on perspective, all right? I just want to open y'all minds up and get y'all thinking a little bit different on this Thrive Tip Tuesday, right? So once again, Always consider the other person's perspective and never project your thoughts or beliefs onto other people, because your perspective is your perspective. Can I get a high thrive? Yes, Kai, you could get a high thrive. Well, give it to me then.
I got thrive on it. I was born to succeed. I got thrive on it. You want them tips, just come see me. I got thrive on it.